Hey everybody, welcome back to Mike's Wooden Things and Stuff. You've got a woodworker maker person in your life and you've waited to the last minute to buy them their gift. I got you. Maybe you don't have very much money, or maybe you've gotten them something already and you just want to top it up with another little something. Today we're going to talk about inexpensive, cost-efficient gifts for the maker person in your life. I'm going to do my top 5 categories, I guess, of ways you can win for not very much. Come on. All right. Okay, so the first easy win for inexpensive gifts for maker types or woodworkers is adhesives. It's hard to screw this up because woodworkers and makers use a ton of different glues for a ton of different reasons. So you're going to get them one and they're going to use it for something, I promise you. So my biggies, I guess, would be wood glue. I do like Titebond, but they make a bunch of different formulations. There's Titebond Original or 2 or 3 or Quick and Thick, or all of the different Titebonds are great. But if you get them wood glue, they will use the wood glue, even if it's not their favorite one. Same with CA glue, cyanoacrylate glue. Get them something that has an accelerator with it. We use this all the time for a bunch of different applications. Epoxy, this 5-minute 2-part that comes in the little syringe dealy, is great. But again, it doesn't need to be Gorilla. It could be any brand. Maybe stay away from like the dollar store stuff. I have had that not be awesome. Hot glue, if they got a hot glue gun, get them a bag of hot glue sticks. If you get them the big fatty fats and they say, oh, my glue gun takes the little skinnies, take them to the store and get them a glue gun that takes the fatty fats. It's better. Adhesives. You're not going to go wrong. It's really hard to screw it up if you get them one that they don't use or a brand that isn't their favorite. They're going to use it. If it'll stick stuff to other stuff, they're going to use it. Promise you. Adhesives. Easy win. While you're grabbing them a bunch of glue, get them a bag of acid brushes. This bag of 50 was like $10 or something. Spreading the glue. Cheap, good gift. Bag of brushes. All right, easy win number 2. Abrasives. We covered adhesives, now we're doing abrasives. Sandpaper. We use a ton of sandpaper, and it's another one that it's hard to screw up, because if it will sand, we will use it, even if it's not our favorite brand. So if they got a random orbit sander, they probably have a random orbit sander. If you don't know if they have a 5 or a 6-inch, maybe go to the sheets. We use hand sand all kinds of things all the time. Get any of the grits between 80 and 240, and it's a win, I promise you. If you know whether they have a 5 or a 6-inch random orbit sander, box of that, fantastic gift. Same thing, anywhere between 80 grit and 240 will use. It'll get used, I promise. If they're a turner, they probably use these little mini discs. If it'll abrade wood, we will use it. There's little Scotch-Brite pads, the green Scotch-Brite pads for buffing out finish. You might not think that they're a woodworker tool. They absolutely are. Things that abrade. Easy win, hard to screw up. All right, let's go to number 3. Category number 3. Much the same as the previous 2. Hard to screw up because it'll get used. It's tape. We use all kinds of tapes. I use a ton of painter's tape, but I use hockey tape. I use duct tape. This one's red, but double-sided tape, hockey tape, painter's tape, packing tape. We use tapes everywhere for different reasons, much like adhesives. We will use them, I promise. Tape. Go to the shop, find some tapes. Put it in the stocking, put it in the gift. Be like, I figured you could find a use for it. Damn right, I can find a use for it. It's tape. All right, number 4. Come on. Okay, number 4 on the list. It sounds stupid. No, it doesn't. It doesn't sound stupid. It sounds like a no-brainer. But not too many people think about it, and it's fantastic. It's wood. If you have a woodworker in your life, they need more wood. They need more wood, especially if it's fancy or stupid pretty. Go to the local shop that sells wood. If you have a place near you that has the word luthier in the name of it, they're going to have these beautiful little offcuts of fantastic looking wood. But if you're in the US, Rockler, Woodcraft, anything that has the word woodworking in it, they probably have a section of gorgeous wood. And we have a hard time justifying wood. Some of us sometimes have a hard time justifying beautiful wood pieces to purchase because we don't know what we're going to do with it. Oftentimes we'll buy it because it's stupid beautiful, knowing that we'll find a use for it eventually, but it's hard to justify sometimes. Like, yeah, I could pay $25 for this really small piece of wood that's gorgeous, but I don't have anything to do for it, so I'm not going to. Go get them the gorgeous piece of wood. They will find something to do with it, and it might just come back to you in the form of a future gift. If you get them a gorgeous piece of wood, they will find something to use it for, and it might end up back in your hands. I promise. I can't promise it's going to end up back in your hands. I can promise that they'll appreciate it and they'll find a use for it. Okay? Beautiful pieces of wood. Never a bad idea. Never a bad idea. All right, number 5. Okay, so last but not least, number 5 is not a what, but it's a where. And this is like a soapbox plea to all of you to get your gifts as often as you can from the little mom and pop shop, a business that maybe doesn't have a CEO. Buy it from somebody who is saving money to send their kid to a track meet or a gymnastics state championship or whatever, and not somebody who's going to put it towards another yacht. Okay, I am of the opinion that I will spend a couple dollars more and buy a couple fewer things and have that money going to people who need it, who deserve it, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But this is just, if you can, as often as you can, buy it from the local mom and pop shop instead of the giant conglomerate corporation. That's just how I feel. You can feel however you feel about that. But that's my number 5 for you this week. Okay, so hopefully that gives you an idea. If you like this video, if you are a maker person, you could send this. And if you liked what I said, you could send this to somebody and be like, hey, check this out. This is interesting. ? Or whatever. If you have ideas to share about inexpensive, easy, hard to screw up gifts for woodworkers or makers, leave them down in the comment section below. Until next week, happy holidays, everybody. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. Go finish your shopping. All right. Bye for now.